Hi, John Macalyk here from AAA Commercial Mortgages. Today I'd like to introduce you to an easier way to find a commercial lender. AAA have over 25 years compiled a non-bank commercial database including private lenders in every state of Australia, including Tasmania and Darwin. We also have a number of low-doc private lenders who are NCCP compliant on residential loans to company borrowers where the residential security is in personal names. Now, in my previous videos, I always finished my presentation with the words, "Remember, the road to success is always under construction," which was a veiled reference to the fact that 40% of AAA's business is arranging construction finance, both full doc and low doc. But the AAA motto means more than that. It highlights that to become successful takes time. It does not happen overnight. The building blocks of success start with good foundations, like product knowledge and experience built on repetition. A professional earns his stripes because he has repeatedly performed at a high level day in and day out. Those who succeed set themselves apart by their commitment. They stretch themselves by focusing their energy and efforts on one goal only, to be the best they can. When you become the best, you will become successful. Winston Churchill said, "Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential." We recently settled a $500,000 loan for an upmarket handbag manufacturer to buy stock overseas. The low doc security was her home. Another case study, we recently settled a $2,650,000 loan to pay out the bank because they recalled the bank guarantee on the client's 14 leasehold shops. The loan was in the company name with the title in the wife's name. Both these loans were approved and settled by private lenders at a delivery rate to AAA of 9.75% plus management fees. Now, let's get back to commercial and rural loans and construction finance. With property and the share market underperforming, investors are putting their money back into mortgage funds and trustee status lenders. Sure, loan terms are shorter, 1 to 5 years, but there is plenty of time for the business to get better organised with its finances, enabling them to refinance with the mainstream lenders. Lease doc commercial lending based on the lease is becoming more commonplace. No financials or tax returns are required. However, the lease must have a minimum of 1 year of the term remaining plus an option period, and interest cover should be 1.1 times net. Information we put into our Find the Lender system includes commercial, industrial or retail property, residential, coded or non-coded, residential development, rural properties, working farms, land subdivisions, vacant land, acreage, etc., second mortgages on established properties or construction, joint ventures, specialised lending, hotels, motels, childcare centres, caravan parks and backpackers. Have you thought of leaving the safety of the trunk and going out onto a branch? Because that's where the fruit is. Those who succeed usually have one major trait in common: perseverance. No matter how many obstacles get in their way, they fight on until they prevail. With the new national rules, NCCP, governing residential loans Australia-wide, now in force, a lot more time and effort is necessary in educating clients on their rights and obligations. Rely on your common sense. It's your greatest asset in charting a course through the maze of paperwork. If something doesn't make sense, there is usually a very good reason. It's 1,000 times better to have common sense without education than to have education without common sense. Right now, one important question to ask your clients is it time to fix the interest rate on your residential, owner-occupied or investment loan? Well, to make this decision more difficult, a non-bank lender you may be aware of, Newcastle Permanent Building Society, has just reduced its 1, 2 and 3 years fixed interest rates to 5.99%. How often do you start something without doing your homework? Whatever your project is, think ahead, as if you are playing chess. Abraham Lincoln said, "If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 6 hours sharpening my axe." From time to time, we all suffer reverses. Sometimes they seem overwhelming or endless, but only if you look at them in isolation. Things come in cycles. We have all experienced those. Bide your time, bounce back and remember, Australians have a saying, have a go. It means stop hesitating and make a determined effort. Too often, we are hamstrung by fear of failure. Give it your best shot. You'll be proud of your decisiveness. others will admire your courage. Finally, be a leader in your profession. To some it comes naturally, others not so. In all of us there is a leader, whether it is on the big stage or in our private business world. The power is within us all. Thanks, and remember, the road to success is always under construction.